Gemini, hey, what's going on? How are you? My name is Antoine. I want to welcome you back to the House of Luminance. We're here to go over your love messages for the end of December of 2022. So these messages are going to roughly cover the 21st through the 31st, right on out to New Year's Eve. Okay. For all placements of Gemini, including the Gemini lover, if you're here in the house. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. Thank you guys so much for your time. I truly appreciate it. I truly, truly value it. Please hit the thumbs up, like, okay, subscribe, and comment down below how everything is working out. Energies for Gemini in love and romance for the end of December 2022. All right, we'll make this our last one. Okay, Gemini, you have flighty. All right, and then under the deck we have yes. Ooh, ooh. Gemini, I chuckle because it's a familiar type of energy, right? But let me get into it. Okay, so listen. So I think that for a lot of you, there's this energy where I think that, spirit has been talking to you. Maybe your intuition has been talking to you and telling you, like, hey, you know, there might be one person out there that you really are feeling. And you really may even you really may even be getting to know them, right now, right? Okay. Or even if you haven't met this person yet, there is this person that you will be connecting with, Gemini. Okay. And it's just gonna feel so like you're gonna feel so sure, you know what I mean? Or vice versa, they're gonna feel so sure about you. Okay. However, I also sense that there's this energy of like you feeling a little, maybe a little scared, or just a little, cagey about what this means, right? Like if you dive into this situation, okay? So this flighty card actually will end up being the center part of your message. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and put this over here because that does still matter. That yes energy. I feel like there is just like this push from spirit or from your ancestors or your guides, right? That may indicate like, yes, Gemini, go for it. You know what I'm saying? Go for it, right? But at the core of yourself, maybe you still may be feeling just a little unsure, or like I said, just scared, or maybe you feel a little unprepared, or you feel like maybe you want to, kind of dodge, you know, dodge those feelings, right? And the only way that you can really dodge those feelings is by kind of dodging that person. And also, this is kind of like the red flag card to me in this oracle deck. So it's like, that could be a red flag for you, Gemini. You understand? Like we catch red flags about ourselves sometimes. It's not just always the other way around. Oh, I see red flags in that person, or that person saw red flags in me. No, sometimes you recognize red flags within your own self. And, you know, even though everything around you is like encouraging you to go for it, there's just a fear. And then that fear becomes then a new fear kind of develops on top of that. Like, oh man, I'm afraid that I'm afraid. Like, what does that even mean? Gemini. I know that y'all are some of the thinkers of the bunch. And I could definitely understand you overthinking that. So let's go ahead and clarify these energies. Okay. Oh, we got the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. Page of Cups. The King of Swords. There's your energy there, Gemini. And then the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, this is an interesting little bunch here. Okay. And then, ooh, Strength. Okay, interesting. So listen, Gemini, it's not about like stability, right? Because the thing is that, you know, you kind of already maybe possibly come from a stable background, or for some of you, you may have already built yourself up to a certain level of stability and comfort, okay? Especially if you are a person here of a particular age. You understand what I'm saying? You know, you may already find yourself kind of being, well, I'm pretty established here. You know what I'm saying? And this person that you're dealing with, a part of what it is this person could be younger than you. This person could be a younger water sign, okay, Gemini? And this could be somewhat like a May-December relationship. You understand? And for those of you who don't know what that means, this is like someone who is in the more seasoned years of their life, with someone who is, you know, in the springtime of their life, if you will. So I do sense that here. Okay. There's an energy of like, you know, you don't want to be somebody's mother. Okay, and you think that that could be the case here. That's something that I feel like you are thinking about, or you don't want to be someone's father figure, you know, because I also feel like for some of you, I may be talking to a same-sex relationship as well. You know what I'm saying? And it's a shame that I have to say this. No disrespect to anyone else who's watching this and you're not same-sex attracted, okay? This still could be your story. I'm just throwing that out there because I feel, you know, that is really inclusive here in this energy. So, um, I feel it feels like Gemini, you know that in this situation you're gonna have the power. You understand? Like you're gonna be the one coming with the power. You're gonna be the one bringing the table to the table. You understand? Now, not to say that this person isn't going to be bringing things to the table, because it does look like that they have something to offer, but you have to understand they can only offer what they can offer. You know? And so that's a part of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, maybe you feel like you're going to have to be supportive of this person, or like a parent figure to this person, when really what you want is, you know, is, well, not that. Also, it calls into question the person that you're dealing with. Do they have any type of like mother or father issues? You understand that they haven't worked out, that they might be seeking in you. And it's honestly, I feel like I'm tapped into like the thinker energy of you, Gemini, right? It's like that's the King of Swords energy. It's just like you're working out all of these different reasons. You understand? But really, at the end of the day, it's really making you have cold feet about the situation, when Spirit is saying like, this really could be cool. You know what I mean? And and it doesn't have to be necessarily a huge difference in age. It could just be a difference in maturity as well. You understand? So maybe you're not as old, you know, maybe you're not too much older than this person, but, you know, you just have more experiences than this person, okay, when it comes to love and relationships, you know? Like you may already have a family, you may already have kids, and this person is just, you know, maybe they're in their, maybe they're in their late 20s, or, you know, something like that, or in their mid 20s or something like that, and they're just getting their feet established. They're just getting their feet wet, you know? All right. Five of Wands. Okay. Not drama, girl. All right. Five of Wands. 10 of Wands. Six of Wands. Wow. Four of Cups. Okay. And then under the deck, the Sun. Ooh. Okay, I feel like you are facing, Gemini, like a lot of discouragement from the outside. There's a lot of people that maybe have their own opinions. There even also could be other people who may feel like, well, Gemini, I'm more age appropriate. I'm more I have the more appropriate mindset for you. You know what I'm saying? And not this particular person. Okay. So I do feel like there's a little bit of competition over you, Gemini. Okay, I do feel like there's like an energy of I don't feel like this energy like really concludes. Not right away, and I'll explain this. I'll explain why the Four of Cups right here. I do get the feeling that maybe towards the end of the month, I think that you're still quite undecided. However, I do feel like there's this energy though, like even though you're afraid to jump in a little bit, and also you're hearing conflicting things from people outside of you, or you're experiencing conflicting things from people outside of you, them trying to push their own agenda as well. But as much as you're it's like as much as you're how can I say this, as much as you're feeling that way, I also see you saying, hey, but I'm happy in this way, this person makes me happy in this way. So it's like you find yourself, like, even though people outside of you are kind of telling you what you're thinking in a way, still it's like your responses are like always for this person. You know what I mean? It's like, but hey, but this person does make me feel happy, like in this way. Or I do feel, I feel like myself, with that person. Mind you, you guys, this is the Sun card. That last card that was under the deck before the second shuffle, that was the Strength card. So I'm seeing a lot of Leo energy represented here as well, and especially with all these wands. So yeah, it feels as though, you know, maybe you guys are getting a certain amount of attention that you never really get usually. And so, and that makes you a little nervous as well. All right, Gemini. But I think the biggest take that I can see from here is though, you really want to be with this person. This person does want to be with you. I feel like you are nervous because, there are certain things about this relationship that, people outside of you will not understand. And it could cause some drama. Okay. But at the end of the day, I feel like your answer back to them is always in support of the person that you're dealing with. And so that's kind of like, okay, that kind of makes me feel like, you're still willing to, figure it out and what you want to do. But I don't feel like it's something that you'll be able to fast figure out. I do feel like, that you're going to have to make some sort of sacrifice. I see some sort of sacrifice here needing to be made with the Ten of Wands. Like it's going to be too much, you know? And so you already know that there is some sort of sacrifice that you're going to have to make. And are you going to be willing to make it? I think that you will, especially with the Queen of Pentacles there. Okay. So that's the energy that I have for you, Gemini. I hope all of that made sense, you guys. Let me know what's going on in the comment box below. And I appreciate your time. I'll see y'all next year. Take care. Bye.